Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to start a new journal. Basically, this is my movie and TV show journal. The bullet journal is actually from Arthur and Olive, so I believe this one has 160 pages, and as you can see, the color is lime green. And at the beginning of this video, I'm just putting the Redbubble stickers that I have in my possession on the cover of this journal, and honestly, I just love how everything looks, so I'm just going to let you see what I'm doing. Just a heads up, I'm aware that this video is really long. I believe it's like 35 minutes, and originally when I was trying to edit everything down, it was actually 45 minutes, so I know that that is definitely too long. So I try my hardest to make it as short as possible, but yet still have like all of the footage that I need to like showcase what I'm doing. So this is the best I can do, 35 minutes. I hope you guys are fine with that. But yeah, since this is a new journal, obviously I have to write my name, and then of course I have to put like the movie poster of my favorite movie of all time, which is Your Name, which came out in 2016. I'm in love with that movie and I definitely need to rewatch it because it's been so long. Right now, I'm basically setting things up, so of course I'm doing like the title page, and I honestly love the way it looks. And then of course on the left page, I'm sure that I'm talking really fast right now, so things are like falling behind, but I just want to give you like an outline of what I'm doing. So on the left page, I have this grid spacing guide, so I'm gonna be using this for the rest of this journal, so it's really helpful. And basically I just copy and paste the grid spacing guide that I have in my other bullet journal. And now when it comes to setting things up, basically I have created a few spreads. So like movies to watch, and then TV shows to watch, anime movies to watch, anime shows to watch, and then K-dramas to watch. All of these spreads are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna let you watch what I'm doing. And now I'm just going to talk about why I decided to start this bullet journal. If you have watched my monthly wrap-ups, you know that I record the movies and TV shows that I watched that month in my life journal. However, in August, I definitely noticed that I was just watching so many things, and of course, that's a good thing because obviously I'm trying to watch tons of movies and TV shows in my lifetime because I feel like for the past few years I'm kind of bad at that, so I'm trying to watch a lot of things. However, it basically means that there are a lot of spreads in my life journal that are dedicated to, you know, the movies and TV shows, and I feel like I'm running out of space in my life journal when it comes to like the other spreads. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically in my mind I'm just like, you know what, since I am trying to watch tons of movies and TV shows, I might as well just have a new journal, one that is dedicated to the movies and TV shows that I'm going to be watching for the next few months. I will say I was very hesitant towards the beginning of this journey because in the past, I think roughly 2 years ago, I did start a movie and TV show journal, but it didn't last too long, and I think it's because back then I didn't really know what I like when it comes to the layout and how I should be doing things in that journal, so I feel like I abandoned it like a year later. So that's why I decided to just record the movies and TV shows in my life journal because it is a journal that I do use often, so of course I rely on that. But now things are changing, so I just decided to just buy a new journal from Archer and Olive, and here I am doing everything from scratch. I will show you what I'm doing for like every single month, you know, later on, because I basically recorded everything that I have watched in the year 2021. So from January to August, I believe, in this video. So of course I did film my September wrap up. That will be the next video. Hopefully it will be out in a week or so. But yeah, basically that's my thought process. So it's been really fun. And also I do want to clarify that this journal is just to keep track of the movies and TV shows that I watch. It's not really a journal where I'm doing like aesthetic spread. So if I were to, you know, love this one movie, then of course I will do that in my life journal. It just makes sense in my mind. So in this journal, I'm just going to keep track of everything that I have watched in the next few months. So that's basically it for like this revelation that I had a month ago. But yeah, it's been really fun. I've been spending a lot of time editing this video, and it's been hard because there are so much footage. I'm not kidding when I say that it took me 2 days to film this video because there were a lot of things that I needed to do for this journal, but overall I'm very, very happy with everything.
Before you educate the head, try to educate the heart.
And now this spread, basically this is my Studio Ghibli tracker. This is actually one of my favorite spreads that I have done in this video, and it's actually very simple. Basically on the left side, I divide the page into two, and then I wrote down all of the movie titles from, Studio Ghibli. And then on the right, since I have a blank page, I decided to do like a collage kind of thing, and I really love the way this looks. One of my goals is actually to watch all of the movies from Studio Ghibli, but I have a feeling I won't accomplish this goal until like the end of 2022, so I'm just gonna give myself a bunch of times, and hopefully next year I can actually watch all of the movies in order, so that's gonna be really fun. The next spread is actually my Marvel spread, so I have decided to just write down all of the movies and TV shows in the MCU. If you don't know, for the past few months I have decided to watch all of the movies in the MCU, and as of right now I'm caught up with everything, which is really nice. I will say when it comes to the TV shows, I'm falling behind a little bit, so hopefully I can catch up with the TV shows, but when it comes to the movies, I'm pretty much caught up. The next one that I need to watch is Eternals, which is coming out in November, so I'm very excited for that because I'm planning to watch that in the theaters with my boyfriend. this spread is actually very simple. So this is my 2021 spread. Obviously on the right page it will says 2021 with a picture of Squirtle because he's so cute. And then on the left page it's just like a bunch of random things that I have found in my collections. I have a ticket stub, and then I have a picture of Greed from Fullmetal Alchemist, and then this pose of Pikachu. I have found this and it's so funny, so I decided to put this in this journal. And then of course Tango, which is one of my favorite movies from Disney. So this spread is actually very simple because I just wanted this to be like an introduction spread to 2021. And now the next spread. So basically this is my 2021 most anticipated movies and TV shows. I will say this one is a little bit different, and shout out to Amanda Rachley, because of her I got inspiration to, make this spread. Basically what I did was I cut out a page. What I like is that I created like a flap. So obviously the first spread is like the movie spread, and then when you flip it you see TV shows. So I really like this because it's convenient, so you will get to see 2021 most anticipated, like the title that I have created at the top of the spread. And then you get to see the movies that I want to watch that came out in 2021, and then also the TV shows. So as of right now I'm actually watching Squid Game. So it's coming out in it already came out obviously. So it came out I think a few weeks ago, and once I'm finished with that show I can color in the bubble that I have next to Squid Game. It's actually not in the video because obviously I put down that show after I filmed the video, but just so you know, I'm definitely watching Squid Game. I'm definitely finishing it, and of course I cannot wait to bubble it in. Okay, it's gonna be really nice. And now January of 2021. The theme for this was Tokyo Ghoul, but I was not prepared for this, so I don't have any picture of Tokyo Ghoul when I was doing this. So I found a sticker of Zuko and I just decided to put it in this journal. So here we are. Luckily, I have recorded everything from January to August in my live journal, so I'm just gonna copy and paste everything. The reason why I'm doing this, because obviously you don't have to. You can just start, from like September of 2021, but I decided to start from the very beginning of the year 2021 is because it just makes sense in my mind. So basically in January I watched I think 7 movies. There were some good ones, there were some average ones, there was one bad one, which is Vampire Academy. I did not love the movie whatsoever, but yeah, that's basically it. And also I do want to talk about that when I how do I explain this? If there is a spare page on the right side, as you can see, for January, and then I think also for February, I will do a collage of like the things that I watched that month. So for example, in January, I really love The Little Mermaid, Tango, and then Blackpink the show, which came out at the end of January. So obviously I just printed out some pictures and then I just put them on the right page and I make them cute. So that's basically it. And the goal is to, fill up the space because it was just blank and I didn't like that. And now for February, the month is all about like Valentine's, so the color is pink. When it comes to like one of my favorite movies that I watched in February of 2021, Sky High is definitely on the list because it was like an old favorite for a very long time, and then a couple months ago I watched it again as an adult and wow, it was still really, really good. So I'm very glad that I rewatched that show. And now March of 2021. Honestly, it's nice to like look back at the movies that I have watched a couple months ago and just like see what I like and see what I didn't like. So I think my favorite film of March 2021 is Becoming by Michelle Obama. I read the book, I really enjoy it, and then of course the movie came out on Netflix I think last year if I remember correctly, and then of course in March I watched it and it was so good, like way better than I expected, so I really enjoyed that. And now for April of 2021, I think my favorite movie is definitely Howl's Moving Castle. It's actually a rewatch. So the first time I watched this was like a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, and then I decided to watch it again, and I'm so glad I did because it was so good the second time around. I truly love the characters, and I love the fact that it was like very funny. I cannot wait to watch this again because in a couple of weeks, this will be shown in selected theaters. So of course, I'm gonna see this with my boyfriend hopefully. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun to see this on the big screen. And now May of 2021, I only watched one thing that month because obviously I was not super into movies and TV shows, and I'm pretty sure in May I read like so many books, but I didn't watch a lot of things. So I finished Shadow and Bone. If you don't know, that is a book to TV show adaptation. You know, it's a big deal a couple months ago, and of course I really enjoy it. It was just okay in my opinion. I feel like the last few episodes were not the best, so that's why my ratings is just average. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And then on the right page, I just have pictures of Inej, Kaz, and Jasper because those are like my favorite characters from the show. And now June of 2021, I only watched 4 movies, so I think my favorite is definitely Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is a rewatch, and honestly, when I was like watching this in June, it made me realize how much I love that movie. So I think back then, I deemed this as like my favorite movie of the MCU, but as of right now, things are changing, so I don't know if it's still like my favorite movie ever from the MCU. However, it's definitely really high on the list. And now July of 2021, I will say I'm not gonna go in depth with everything just because I did a video dedicated to, July 2021, the movies. Well, actually, yeah, no TV shows, just movies that I watched that month. I think my favorite, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Is it Eclipse? It's actually my favorite movie from the Twilight Saga. So I do have to say, I think that's probably my favorite movie of July 2021. And now August of 2021, I believe I watched like 16 movies that month. So of course, you know, I watch a lot of things, and that's actually like the main reason why I decided to just have a new journal for movies and TV shows. So I think my favorite movie that I watched that month is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's just such a good movie. I really enjoyed the first time I watched this, but you know, rewatching it years later is still so good. It's definitely one of the best films from the MCU in my opinion. So of course, that's my favorite movie of August 2021. So I think that's about it for this nice little recap. And of course, hopefully in the next video you will see like the movies and TV shows that I watched in September of 2021, because I watched some really good stuff, so I cannot wait to talk about that. But that's basically it for today's video. Again, I'm aware that it's super long, so if you watch the entire thing, I really appreciate that. A reminder that I do have an Instagram called Stationery with Trinh, where I post like journaling pictures, so you know, follow me there. I have my main channel, Transformers, and everything will be linked down in the description box below. So yeah, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!